Alrighty. Woo! I'm excited because not only are we going to be talking about a weapon that probably is never used at all, but there's going to be a lot of videos in the future covering all the winter items that we get throughout Save the World, including some loadouts that I won't mention, but I will say that some of these loadouts that we're going to be doing in the future and future YouTube videos are going to be insane. They're going to be like wacky, wonky, and it's going to be fun. So expect more. But the Frostbite is actually a okay weapon. It's a sniper rifle. Not a lot of people use scope sniper rifles because of the Xeon bow and the vacuum bow. Pretty much any of the bows kind of take factor, or just they triumph over any of these sniper rifles because, you know, why not? Usually you give sniper rifles with scopes to defenders since they usually hit the head. But we're going to be using it today. We're going to be running double crit damage. Actually, I changed it up. We're going to be running a basic loadout with crit damage, reload speed, crit rating, and damage. And then, of course, the 6th perk is weapon hits deal 44% bonus damage against fire elemental husk, which actually we're going to change this because there's no fire elements in 160s right now. So it's locked to water, and which is kind of iffy. But yeah, we're going to change this to probably this one. Yeah, since the loadout that we're going to be running is kind of gonna have an effect on this. So yeah, this is the basic perks that we're gonna be running today. Yeah, I've actually used it before, and it's not that bad of a weapon. The reload speed is kind of nice, and the magazine size is 10, so you kind of have an increase on damage. But yeah, otherwise heroes, let's get into hero loadout. So we're gonna be using Sub-Zero Zenith. I've actually used this in a previous video if you guys want to go check that out, with the vacuum bow and I believe the Xeon bow. But he's insane. You can actually use him in lead, and it'll freeze enemies if you hit a sniper critical shot on enemies, so you can freeze them for like 10 seconds. So that's super fun. But yeah, we're gonna be running that today along with Totally Rocking Out. Increased damage is nice. Battle beat and sub wafers rather than fumble. Since we're using a sniper rifle, we want to be a little bit further away since you know, it's a sniper rifle, so sub wafers is the play. Fire the Dragon, that just because it increases that affliction duration by 34%. So whenever an enemy's frozen due to the affliction, it's actually going to be a longer duration, which is 34%, about a third of the time. So if it's frozen for that 1.6 seconds, it's increased by 34%. So like ends up like being like 2 seconds. And then on top of that, we're going to be running Cupid's Arrow, just that extra a little bit more damage. You can splinter off, do a little bit more. And then Sure Shot, just increasing that sniper critical damage, since we do have that critical damage on it. So yeah, otherwise that's a loadout and weapon that we're going to be running today. It should be interesting because the Frostbite in 160s isn't used a lot, but I think it'll be fun. You know, that's kind of how it's going to be. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to be running RTD today. Let's just jump into the mission, find a smasher, and see if it actually works out, because in my head I feel like it should, but you know, whenever it actually happens, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, let's jump into the mission. Alrighty, we're in the mission. I can't find a smasher, but I did find a blaster, and I just want to use on it real quick. So if you can get a oh yeah, right away I just froze the enemy. And actually the affliction on it is not too bad. I mean, if this weapon had built-in or not built-in affliction, but if it had affliction, it'd be a little bit more interesting, because you know, you can kill an enemy pretty fast. But as you can see, I mean, like against regular Husk, when you crit, it does a decent amount of damage. Now the one thing is, of course, it's single target damage. You're not going to be able to do group damage, but far and support definitely does help a little bit. You know, splinters off, does that extra damage. As you can see, like if I need to reload, there we go. As you can see, like I can shoot those enemies. Let's see if I can freeze a Mist Monster right here. Can I freeze him? Freeze him? Freeze him? Freeze him? Freeze him? Please, please. Throw some turrets up. Yeah, single target damage is like where it's at, but even then, it's a little hard. Like the group of enemies, they might kill me. Can I dash? Yeah, honestly, maybe double crit damage or double. Oh, there we go. I froze him actually. So yeah. Okay, but I'm gonna die though. Can I get it off? No, I can't. Yeah, so single target damage with this weapon is definitely up there. Like if you can see, like I'm doing a decent amount of damage and whatnot. But running it with Sub-Zero Zenith is a little bit weird because, you know, I want to freeze enemies, but at the same time, in reality, probably run it with like Rabbit Raider Jonesy to get the double crit damage is a little bit better. But I wanted to freeze some enemies and, you know, test it on a smasher and see if I could actually do a little bit more. But, you know, like of course running this loadout with like the vacuum tube bow, you know, a better sniper in like many ways. But you know, we're talking about the Frostbite. You can actually get this weapon during Frostnight, which this should be out. Well, it is already out by the time this is posted. You can actually get it from Melee, I believe. So yeah, you can grab that way. Otherwise, I think we're just gonna jump right in the mission. Test it on some smashers and see if I can free some enemies. As you can see, like I froze them a little bit over on the encampment. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, just jump straight into the defense. Alrighty, so this actually might be a little bit interesting. I gave 3 defenders the frostbite just to see what would happen because the weapon's not bad. I mean, like for a defender kind of style, I think it'd be pretty fun to use. So, I mean, like as you can see, they're kind of doing an insane amount of damage already. But I also want to mention, I forgot that I was running a double crit damage one earlier. So the one that I had that was shooting earlier was a double crit damage. So I'm not going to be using that one. We're going to be using this one right here, which is actually a crit rating in a crit damage one, which I should be able to do a little bit more freezing, or I should be able to freeze an enemy a little bit easier, since it is has that crit rating. Gosh, the defenders are going insane. 3 of them. Like, I don't know if I can see like the enemies just dying. I don't know, but the sound effect on it is kind of funny. Let's see if I can freeze an enemy. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. The cool thing about this weapon is it kind of has that close range where you don't have to aim down, so you can shoot an enemy right away. But that damage is insane for a sniper rifle. The single target damage, like I said, it's insane. Like you can almost one-shot enemies if you crit. Yeah, so like right there, crit. It is healing death burst, so it's gonna take multiple shots on those other enemies. Yeah, see, I'm already freezing a little bit more, which I kind of like. Yeah, so that crit rating does have an effect on how much or on how much you're gonna be freezing an enemy, because you definitely because Zenith and Lead, here, let me explain it this way. Zenith and Lead is whenever a sniper critical hit happens or occurs. So the sniper critical or sniper, oh gosh, the critical rating is what's going to affect the chance of it actually critting. So having that in effect is definitely a little bit better than having double crit damage. Unless if you're running Rabbit Raider Jonesy and Lead, because Rabbit Raider Jonesy increases your sniper damage, or your critical damage, so or crit damage. So, well, I mean, it's the same thing. But yeah, increases your crit damage, and that's when it would be better running double crit damage or like triple crit damage on some of the snipers. But as you can see, honestly, not bad. I'm actually kind of... I think this is a weapon kind of like for defenders, you know? Like, I mean, even with a Zenith and Lead, I mean, like, I'm having a little bit of fun with it. I'm wanting a Smasher, though. I want to see if I can freeze a Smasher. Oh, well, oh, well, there we go. I froze that a Husk right there. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, not bad. And the fact that it has 10 bullets in it kind of helps a little bit because, yeah, like, oh my gosh, I stopped it right there. I kind of like this. Wait, this might be like an underrated weapon. The Frostbite, not too bad, not too bad. How much damage am I hitting for? So let me see. Let me see if I can get a crit. Was that 20,000, 37,000? Is that? No, wait. Okay, 60,000, 204,000. That's what that is. Let me see if I can get a crit on it. Now, I'm actually not doing as much potential damage since this weapon is water and it's locked to water and these are water enemies. So I think it's like a 33% damage buff against water enemies. Unlike where if I had an energy one or a nature one, it would do like 66 or up to 66% more damage, I believe. That's what it is. So it's insane. Like I'm doing a decent amount of damage even with it not being a proper element. Ooh, Flinger, can I freeze him? Oh, I froze whatever enemy that was in front of him. Yeah, see? Oh, okay. I'll take it. Yeah, see, look how long it's frozen for. I like that. I like that a lot. It doesn't do an insane amount of damage against the Flingers, but it freezes them pretty fast. So, you know, you can pull out like a different, like, higher DPS sniper rifle and do it. Or even running like a crit damage, like having 2 Frostbites, one with a crit damage and one with double crit damage and one with crit rating and crit damage. Because crit damage does more damage, right? You have more damage going on. So doing something like that would actually be kind of nice. So like freeze the enemy or freeze the mist monster and then shoot it with the double crit damage one. Look at all these mist or all these these lobbers. Just kill them real quick. I love when lobbers group up because it's like you can see them throw like 30 things or 30 whatever they're throwing. It's either skulls or beehives. So, but I love when they group up because I feel like it's easier to just kill them all. Come on. Can I get a, I want a Smasher. Give me a Smasher. Give me a Smasher wave. I never ask for Smasher waves unless if I'm recording a video. That is the only ever time I really want Smashers because I want to freeze them. I want to freeze. Well, at least I guess for this video, I kind of want to freeze an enemy. But I mean, as you can see, I mean, like I've already froze a decent amount of enemies, even like mist monsters. I mean, the amount of freezing that occurs. And you would think that there would be more, but I'm actually one-shotting basic Husks, or just about one-shotting them. Yeah, look at that. That's so, in the sound, the new sound effect with it is so nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kind of like it. And I don't even have to ADS. I only ADS from if they're further away, but close up, like it usually hits their head. You know, we kind of just aim in that general direction and it'll do it. So like right here. Yeah, like I'm not ADSing, I'm just kind of shooting in that general direction and it just kind of goes for their head. Yeah, see, against the mist monster. Yeah, see, look at that. I don't know if there's something else that did it. Ooh, Miniboss is out. It's a smasher. Oh, it's a ricochet. Okay, so this is a true test. If it's a ricochet Miniboss and if you die instantly, then you know you're doing a lot of damage. So let's see. Yeah. No, I'm not dying instantly. I am doing a actually no, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing a decent amount of damage. I mean, it is a volcanic. So I wonder if I'm doing a little bit more because actually I don't know if it would it be fire if it's volcanic? No, I don't think so. I think it's just the volcanic thing. Yeah, there's the minigun kicking in right there. Let me do a double crit damage. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, I don't know. For single target damage, I mean, I was doing a little damage there, but nothing crazy. So I don't know, nothing exciting. But honestly, I do have to say this is a sleeper weapon. I feel like so far from using it, it actually hasn't been that bad for freezing enemies and using Zenith rather than like Rabbit Raider Jonesy, where I do insanely more, like an insane amount more damage. But having that freeze effect and just kind of going up in their faces and shooting it, it's kind of fun. And this is kind of like a basic build. I mean, like it's not overtrap. This is kind of like what I usually do for like recording videos. Sometimes I overtrap, but this one's a basic build and we're not taking any damage yet. You know, I don't want to jinx myself. But not a bad weapon. I've actually been told the Frostbite's kind of like a bad weapon, or not bad, but they've like hinted it at like it being not great. But honestly, I would disagree. I think this is kind of a sleeper weapon, an enjoyable, like use it in a 160 every once in a while weapon. Yeah, look at that. Like, honestly, freezing in enemy too. Zenith and lead, kind of like it. Now, Zenith might be doing a little bit more than what I'm like, you know, maybe the Frostbite's like bad because Zenith, but the loadout also makes what the weapon does good. So that's kind of how it works. You know, whatever loadout they're using with the weapon, that's what you kind of have to judge the weapon on, because, you know, if you use a bad loadout and then use a weapon that's good, then you use a bad weapon, then you're, or I don't know how to put it in a way, but like if you use a loadout that's not designed for that weapon, then of course the weapon's not going to do good. But you got to like find a perfect loadout, and I think I did. I think Zenith for the Frostbite is actually really fun to use. And if you really want to use it with double crit damage, you can use it with Rabbit Raider Jonesy. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually kind of enjoyed this weapon. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you're going to get it. Let me know if you're going to try the loadout out, or even the weapon. Zenith loadout's really crazy. Like I said, go check out that video. But let me know what you think of the Frostbite down in the comments. Otherwise, remember, subscribe down below. Use code Mattio in the item shop. And always remember, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And I will catch you guys in the next one.